What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Creme de la Creme, Creme Dollar Holla, and welcome. If this is your first time on the channel, please hit like and subscribe and don't hurt nobody. You always get everyday up-to-date news on the New Orleans Saints and our New Orleans Pelicans. They're looking great. It is a great time to be a New Orleans. Now, with that had been said, let's bring this to what it needs to be brought to. I couldn't wait till I got home. I had to do this on the way home. So I'm pulling over here just because I heard so much shit. Really, I heard so much shit from Philadelphia Eagle fans all the way down to Pittsburgh. It's ridiculous how you guys have made a video, content creators making videos on who are the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. And why are they the top 5 quarterbacks in the league? And so I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know and show you truly who are the top 5 coaches in the league. Who are the top 5 coaches of the league, and why? Why? Sean Payton has been one of the best coaches that you'll ever seen in the league. All right. And in the modern NFL, today's NFL, he is an offensive guru, just like McVay, and I might even give some credit to Pederson. And you cannot forget the king of all coaches, Belichick. You gotta give the man respect. That's why I have Coach Belichick as the #1 coach in the NFL right now, in the whole league. We're not just talking about NFC. We're talking about NFC, AFC. Obviously, if you know football, you know Belichick is an AFC coach, because he's a Patriots coach. So with that being said, I want to go ahead, as a Saints fan, I'm going to put Belichick on first spot as a top coach in the league. Following Belichick, the #2 coach, and I he's #1 in my heart, #1 in the city, probably #1 for most of y'all. Y'all know this as well. Sean Payton is a product just of kind of the era that Belichick took as well. Just a younger version. But Sean Payton does not get enough credits, obviously, as a coach, especially by Philadelphia Eagle fans. There is a content creator by the name of Lord Brunson, a Philadelphia Eagle native and lives in Washington. Wife is a Redskins fan, so you know how that must be in the house. But the man lives in Washington. He's a Philadelphia Eagle fan. He's a native from Philly. Y'all know I go to Philly all the time. I got my house in Easton. I gotta go check on, the properties. You gotta go check up on. Sometimes I'm in California. Sometimes I'm in Florida. It depends on where I have to go to and for what. Or I'm here in one of my 2 houses in New Orleans. So let's bring all that back now. The #2. I'm going to say Sean Payton you already know the reasons. But you got people, like I said, Philadelphia Eagle fans putting Sean Payton as #6. What is wrong with y'all? Why y'all got so much hate for Sean Payton? Is it because we won 1 Super Bowl, but we won it on our first try versus y'all took 3 times to win your Super Bowl? Is it because when we won the first time to the Super Bowl, we won that Super Bowl? Is it because we've been a top contender ever since we won the Super Bowl? There's only 1 season that the Saints didn't make the playoffs since the Super Bowl. 1. Can y'all guess which season that was? Yes, that's right. That was the season that Sean Payton was suspended for a whole year. A whole year. We didn't win the division. In about, since the Super Bowl, we've won our own division 4 times. All right, we've won our division 4 times. That one as well. That happened. I'm sorry. There's 5 times, and 5 times, and 1 that we were out. Okay, and even so, even not winning the division, we still made the playoffs. This is how good we are, and this is how good our division is. The NFC South. We had the Panthers, we had the Falcons, and we had us. All 3 were playing in the playoffs. 3 teams in the playoffs. Are you kidding me? All right, that was 3 years ago. That was before Philly won their lucky Super Bowl. That's right, Philly. I'm going to say it. Y'all won your Super Bowl out of some pure motherfucking luck. Y'all could thank Belichick. Bill Belichick took his number one corner out of the game minutes before it started, out of a Super Bowl. He took the man out of the starting lineup in a Super Bowl. We know what happened with Malcolm Butler. We know how grimy that shit was. But y'all won the game. High scoring game. Y'all attacked that very position. So soon as Malcolm Butler was out, they were hitting that motherfucker day long. That fucking rookie didn't know what to do with himself. He was getting killed all day in the Super Bowl. So I ain't gonna really credit y'all for having a great run, but I'm gonna credit y'all for winning the Super Bowl. So y'all won the Super Bowl. Although it took you 3 times and it took you 80 years to win it. 30 years before the NFL began, and 54 years after the NFL was actually started. When the league actually started, since then you ain't never won a Super Bowl. You went to a Super Bowl 3 times. 3 times, and you won it once. After 55 years. So hush. Don't say shit about the Saints. Don't say shit. Y'all ain't got shit to say. And the reason y'all won this is because we gave y'all. We gave you players. We gave you the best fucking corner that y'all have from us. Okay? So stop talking shit about Sean Payton. And let me tell you something about Sean Payton. Sean Payton was a coach for the Philadelphia Eagles in 97 and 98. So why the fuck are y'all talking about Sean Payton for? He was your quarterback coach in 97, 98 before he went to Dallas. What? As an assistant head coach. You know what I'm talking about? McNabb? Vic? Y'all don't remember them days? Hush. Hush, Philly. All right? I'm going to let you know where Pederson is, all right? Number 3, Andy Reid. So you got Coach Belichick, Andy Reid, Sean Payton, and Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a hell of a coach. He has done a great job. You can't take that from him. And every year he has done miracles with half-ass teams. So you can't really, you got to see how good the players are, and just because the players don't know how to develop them doesn't make them a good coach. It's just a bad team. So Andy Reid, number 3. Number 4, Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin from the Pittsburgh Steelers. This coach everybody knows. He's one of the best African American coaches that I ever seen in my life. He's aggressive. He's a player's coach. He's a coach. We all love him. Regardless whether he's in Pittsburgh or not, my son loves the Pittsburgh Steelers. I ain't mad at him. Hey, that's a squad that's got as many Super Bowl as the Patriots do. So we give Mike Tomlin the number 4 spot on our list. The number 5 spot. Now this is where it gets tricky. The number 5 spot to me belongs to Doug Pederson and Sean McVay. Them 2 coaches could fight it out. And I'll tell you why. Sean McVay got into the Super Bowl on some lucky, worst non-call in history. That's how he got in. And then when you get to the Super Bowl, what the fuck? 3 points, bro? The offensive guru could score a single fucking TD? I shouldn't even put you on the top 5. But I know that you're good. I know that you had Gurley out. You know, these are monsters that make numbers regardless of what happens. But you had them, so I ain't gonna really trip on that. But that is what it is, all right? Doug Pederson, I put him at 5 and 6, fighting with McVay. McVay and Pederson are both in 5 and 6, and I put them there because Doug Pederson, as good as a coach he could be. Back before last season, Doug Pederson made a bet with Sean Payton. They were in the 3rd hole, and they said, well, if I win this hole, I get to choose the colors for the game that we had on September 11th, which we all know. September 11th was the day that Lord Brunson became a bitch. That's 9/11. The Saints played the Philadelphia Eagles, and we scored 48 points on them, and we're gonna score probably 60. But we felt bad for the team. We literally did not play for the last 4 minutes of the game. It was all bench, and they still got intercepted in the last 2 plays of their own possession. So that just tells you Nick Foles out there, well, Wentz's ass was sitting down. Carson Wentz was sitting down after an embarrassing performance. All right. So, Doug Pederson, I'm gonna give you 6 because it seems like it's not him. I'll put the fan base. Y'all think that he's this great offensive or coaches, defensive guru, and that he's so great as a coach. I don't see him that good as a coach. Not at all. Not at all. He's a good coach. He's done a lot with his garbage ass Philly. You've had a lot of assets. You just haven't managed your games well. The call in Philly, that Philly call where Foles literally went up to coaches, want to go Philly? Yeah, let's do Philly. This wasn't even Doug Pederson. This was Foles that wanted to do it. Foles was the one that came up. Don't give credit to Doug Pederson for what Foles did. All right? Just like don't give credit to Carson Wentz for what Foles did. Y'all ain't got the quarterback that brought y'all to the Super Bowl. So don't act as if you're still running the same quarterback, that you running the same system that you did when you won the Super Bowl, because that's not it. Y'all ain't got that. Y'all are not that. Y'all were, y'all not. Been there, gone, done, over, then da. So, like I said, I'm gonna give the credit. I'm gonna give him the 6th spot, and you like I said, give more credit, more respect to my coach. All right, you got to remember that Sean Payton has produced more points, over 2,000, and I think it's like 2,800 points more than any coach in the league since he's been the coach. And he's been the coach of the New Orleans Saints, a head coach of the New Orleans Saints, since 2006, okay? That's 13 years that he's been a coach. And he's been starting the 19th season. And he has showed that not only he has been as good as Belichick, but has greater numbers than Belichick. Let me tell you why. He has 2,800 more points than anybody else. He has, I believe it was 118 career wins. 118 career wins in the time that he's been a head coach. 118 wins. If you do your numbers, how many wins that is per year? 13 seasons. That's pretty good, considering the fact that 2 years he was out. The year he broke his leg, and the year that we had the bounty. That stat is not counting the last season, and and the first very 2 seasons where he came in to build the team. So it wasn't a very good team until after we won the Super Bowl. Since 2009, which we won the Super Bowl, till now, 10 years, he's the number 1. He's number 1. All right. Number 2 would be Belichick. Look at that. So if you could Google this info up, because you know you're gonna need to, because I know how you hurting right now. But I don't tell you stuff as a fan only. I'll tell you stuff the way you need to hear it. From facts. Facts. Pederson ain't all that. So don't act like he is, because he ain't. Billy, get your head out of your ass. Get shit right. Get it together. Okay? I make this bet to any Philadelphia Eagle fan. I promise y'all, you ain't not winning your division. I promise y'all. As a matter of fact, I'll make a bet with any Philadelphia Eagle fan. I will buy y'all your jersey, hat, cleats, which you make a choice. Hey man, I want this of a Philadelphia Eagle fan. Whatever it is. A beach towel and underwear. If you want a motherfucking Philadelphia Eagle 10 packs for your girlfriend, let me know. I'll go get that bitch stamped and send it to your ass. Whatever the fuck it is. And then I'll tell you what I want if we win. Okay? So we're going to put that there. We're going to make it known. I'm up for that bet. That now you're not making the playoffs this year, this upcoming season. You're not making the playoffs. You're going to lose twice to the Cowboys. Guarantee you're losing twice. And then you're not going to see another Super Bowl in at least another 30 to 40 years. I'm sorry, Philly. You just ain't got it. Carson Wentz has a lot of talent, but you can't keep him on the field. And if you can't keep your key component part of your team, which is your quarterback, then you ain't gonna do shit all season long. Everybody knows this. Y'all know this. So again, this is your Who Dat Nation, bringing y'all number facts. Go ahead and take this home, study it, Google it, go through the stats, check it out. Let me know what you think. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to put your comment down and let me know what y'all think about this. Do your stats, do your research, and let me know if it's right or wrong. Because hey, when Doug Pederson coaches at 2 or more Pro Bowls, then you tell me that he's better. When he wins at least another playoff, then you tell me that he's amongst the 5. But you did not win none. You ain't got none. You were given a spot to the playoffs. All your whole season last year depending on somebody else losing, on Baltimore losing, so that y'all could get in. So Philly, you ain't got nothing to say. You ain't had nothing to. You shouldn't have been said nothing. You should have kept your mouth shut. Y'all look better like that. And go ahead, Who Dat Nation. Write down your comments. Put that on there. Let them know who has the #1 coach in the NFC and who is going to be running this NFC this year, all the way to MIA, all the way to the Super Bowl. 2 years ago, we got the game before the division game. Last year, we won to the division game. Next year, Super Bowl. 1, 2, 3. It's every year we take one step closer. One step closer every year. Last year we almost did it if it wasn't for that bullshit ass call. But anyway, this is how it's gonna be. This your boy Creme de la Creme, Creme de la Hala. Light it up, relax, smoke it up, and leave it all alone. Peace. Holla at your boy. Who dat?